Welcome to our demonstration of the SPK Trace Report Engine, a powerful enhancement to PTC Integrity Lifecycle Manager. As you know, PTC Integrity Lifecycle Manager is an industry-leading requirements management tool, providing unparalleled support for traceability across all the artifacts of the product development lifecycle. However, the built-in reporting capabilities of PTC Integrity are not as robust as its trace management capabilities are. Reporting is an essential aspect of compliance and traceability management. You need to show external stakeholders and auditors that processes were followed and regulations complied with. In order to do that, you need to be able to generate the right reports from the data contained within PTC Integrity. SPK and Associates have stepped in to address this need by developing a reporting engine specifically targeting traceability and compliance reporting. Today I am going to demonstrate the features of the SPK Trace Report Engine and contrast them against the out-of-the-box reporting available from PTC Integrity Lifecycle Manager. Here are some of the key features of the SPK Trace Reporting Engine. As we will demonstrate, the SPK Trace Reporting Engine handles complex document structures and sophisticated multi-document traceability scenarios. Report authors have control over what is displayed, in what order, right down to color, font, alignment, and column widths of individual cells. The SPK Trace Report Engine allows for highly tailored report generation in a format that many organizations are used to working with, Microsoft Excel. This permits organizations to generate and disseminate reports that are similar to or completely compliant with existing manual reporting templates. The SPK Trace Report Engine is an established commercial product already in use at several medical device companies. For the demonstration, we will be working with two sets of integrity documents. The first set, as shown here, are a series of relatively flat documents. The second set, as shown here, are documents with slightly more hierarchy. The second set of documents are a superset of the data contained within the first set. We start inside the PTC Integrity client with a flat market requirements document. This document has a single layer of top-level headings, under which are a single layer of user need items or business need items. These user needs and business needs trace to lower-level items such as system requirements, system designs, validation tests, and verification tests. The market requirements document segment contains a variety of summary information about the document, such as its title, description, what state it's in, who its author is, and details about its revision history. I have constructed a requirements traceability report template using the PTC Integrity reporting system based on the out-of-the-box report recipe intended for relationship following. As long as I've selected any content within the document view or the document containing item itself, I can invoke the report and it returns this HTML report, which cascades all the items in a vertical display using indenting to indicate the relationships between elements. Each row of the report corresponds to an item in the relationship map, with the columns displaying the contents of that item. The indenting can be subtle and hard to follow on traceability reports with very deep relationship hierarchies. Your formatting options are pretty restricted with the out-of-the-box report recipe. The PTC Integrity report does provide a single-line summary about the document that the tracing started from. This is at the top of the report. And as we can see, all the data from the flat market requirements document is here, from the first top-level user need through to the fourth top-level business need and the items they trace to. Now let's run that report again, this time using a version of the market requirements document that has slightly more hierarchy. In this version, there is a second level of subheadings below the key market requirements heading, and several of the user needs and business needs have been decomposed into requirements. In this document, where a user need or business need has been decomposed into requirements, the traces to lower level items are from the decomposed requirements. This time, the HTML report generated by PTC Integrity is missing much of the necessary data. Thanks to the subheadings under the key market requirements, all the user needs were missed by the PTC report template. Due to decomposition, none of the lower level items traced to from the first or fourth business needs were reported. In this case, it is obvious that the report is missing data, but depending on the mismatch between the data structure and the report template, the errors might be less obvious and easier to miss. Now let's run the SPK Trace Report Engine on the same two documents. Like the built-in reporting of PTC Integrity, the user can select a document segment item or any content within the document as the starting point for the Trace Report Engine. Just like the built-in reporting of PTC Integrity, the SPK Trace Report Engine allows users to select from an available list of report templates. The report templates of the SPK Trace Report Engine are by default stored on the Integrity server, thus eliminating the need to distribute report templates to end users' computers. However, the SPK Trace Report Engine also supports running local report templates, so users can create and run their own report templates if they want, or they can be hosted by any web server, not just the Integrity server. The Trace Report Engine can use the existing client connection to query the Integrity server, eliminating the need to embed credentials in the report templates or having to prompt the user for credentials at runtime. If the chosen report template, in this case, Requirements Trace Report, has result reporting enabled, the Trace Report Engine offers filtering selections that allow the user to precisely control which test results are included in the report. For now, we will use the default settings from the template, which will return the latest test results without filtering any test session. The Trace Report Engine provides a graphical file chooser for the user to specify the name and location where the report should be stored. Once a report template and location for the report have been defined, the Trace Report Engine enables the Start button, indicating that you can generate the report when you are ready. While generating the report, the Trace Report Engine provides the status indicator as shown here. Once the report has been generated, the SPK Trace Report Engine can open it directly within Microsoft Excel. This particular report template has generated a summary sheet based on the data contained in the market requirements document that we ran the report against. It can even reproduce the revision control table from the market requirements document segment. As you can see, the SPK Trace Report Engine generates tabular trace matrix style reports where the different artifact types being traced to occupy blocks of columns within the spreadsheet. Traceability is very explicit. All the cells in a given row that are not grayed out are part of a specific trace path. Graying out of unused cells is just one of the many options within the SPK Trace Report Engine. This can be very useful for quickly identifying missing artifacts along a particular trace path and to focus readers' attention on the pertinent data of the report. While the PTC Integrity built-in reporting can generate trace matrix style reports, it required very complex custom report recipe authoring if you want a tabular report with any pertinent details. Also, such custom report recipes are even more sensitive to variations in document structure than the out-of-the-box report recipe. In the case of the SPK Trace Report Engine, it's actually reporting on the test results from the test session, not just the last result field in the test item, which is all that the PTC Integrity built-in reporting was able to do. Now let me show you how the SPK Trace Report Engine can handle variations in document structure, unlike the built-in PTC Integrity reporting. Again, we start with the second set of documents that contain more hierarchy than the flat set that was the original report. We run the same report template, requirements trace. For this report, we're going to call the file demo2, and it runs, and we again get summary data from the market requirements document, this time the demo2 market requirements document. And if we look at our trace results, we can see that all the hierarchical information has been captured. User needs are decomposed to requirements. System requirements also decomposed to requirements. System design specifications decomposed to critical success factors. And of course, we have captured actual test results from the test sessions related to these items, not just the last result metric that's on the test case item, which is what the PTC report would have captured. So this is one representation. This template actually presents the same data in three different categorizations. As you can see here, we have the priority field with data-driven color mapping, And now we're looking at a different representation. This is a medium characterization where we have categorized not just by type, but also by category. So market requirements have been divided into market needs and market requirements, system requirements into system requirements, and system detailed requirements, and so on and so forth. We've also changed the color that we use to indicate grayed out unused cells. And in this case, there is no text identifying that they are unused. This is all under the control of the template designer. Our last trace results sheet has the greatest level of characterization, where not only have we characterized it by item type and by category, but we've also categorized it by what containing document the items are in. So we can see that the market requirements document has two sets of columns for the needs and for the detailed requirements. Similarly, the systems requirement document categorized by system requirements and detailed requirements, and the system architecture specification categorized by specification and critical success factors. Now, as we move over to the right, we can actually see that the verification tests were contained in three separate test protocol documents, one for each of the major subsystems of the product. And again, in this sheet, we can see that the unused cells have been grayed out with a lighter shade of gray, and we have the text NA for not applicable in there. Again, totally under the control of the template designer. So same data, three very different representations. That concludes our demonstration of version 2.7 of the SPK Trace Report Engine, which is available now.